Hello students, this video is about the work done against friction, or we can say that we are going to find an expression for the work done when a body is sliding over a rough surface. Now that surface can be horizontal or can be inclined, and in the case if the surface is inclined, the body can move either up on the surface or it can move either down on the surface. So there are three cases that the body is moving over a rough horizontal surface. Second, the body is moving over an inclined plane in upwards direction or sliding up on an inclined plane. And the third one is the body is sliding down on an inclined plane. These are the three cases, and in the first case we are going to find the work done in sliding a body over a horizontal surface. Now for this case I have considered a block of mass m, or I can say it has a weight of mg, which is balanced by the normal reaction of this horizontal surface capital R. And if a force P is applied on that object due to which it starts moving towards right, then a kinetic friction Fk also act on that object opposite to the direction of P, that means towards the left. Okay, so now we have to find the work done against this friction Fk in moving the body through a distance s. Suppose after a certain time this body move a distance s, so we want to find the work done against this friction, or the work done by the body against this friction to move from its initial position to this position or to cover the distance s. Now we know the formula that work done is equal to force into displacement. So the force here against which this work is happening is Fk, that is the friction force. So we can write this work done W as Fk into s, because Fk is the force and s is the distance or the displacement covered by the object. But we know that this friction force Fk, or the kinetic friction, is equal to mu k r, where mu k is the coefficient of kinetic friction and r is the normal reaction, and this r is balanced by mg, that means r is equal to mg. So Fk is equal to mu k into mg. This we have. So we are going to put this value in the expression of the work done. So the work done W is equal to mu k mgs. So hence this is the work done that we require, or this is the work done in sliding a body over a horizontal surface. This is the required expression, where mu k is the coefficient of kinetic friction, mg is the weight of the object, and s is the distance moved by the object. Now we are moving to the second case, that is for the inclined surface and body is sliding up over that inclined surface. Let's see that. So in case second, our task is to find the work done in moving a body up an inclined plane. This is the inclined plane which is inclined at an angle theta over this horizontal surface, and an object of mass m with weight mg is placed over it, and we are moving it up on this inclined plane. Then the weight mg of the body, now this angle by geometry is theta, and the weight mg of the body has two components. The first component, right, the first component is mg cos theta. This is first component, mg cos theta, which is perpendicular to this inclined plane, right. This mg cos theta is the first component which is perpendicular to the inclined plane, and it balances the normal reaction capital R. So the first component mg cos theta is perpendicular to the inclined plane and is going to balance normal reaction capital R because of the surface. Now the second component, that is mg sin theta, it is towards the down on the inclined plane, right. It is in the direction downwards on the inclined plane, or down the inclined plane. So we have the second component mg sin theta down the inclined plane. Now if we consider Fk as the kinetic friction acting in this direction downwards, because we want to move the body upwards, so friction will act downwards. So the required force that should be applied upwards, that is P, means the value of P that is required to just move the body up the inclined plane, must balance these two forces, or the sum of these two forces. Means if we consider Fk as kinetic friction and we want motion in upward direction, so it will act again down the inclined plane. So the force that is required by the body to move up the inclined plane must be equal to the sum of mg sine theta and this friction force, because if the force is equal to these two values, sum of these two values, then the body just starts to move, otherwise it won't move in upward direction. So P should be equal to mg sine theta plus Fk, but we know that Fk, that is kinetic friction, it is equal to mu k r, and r is equal to mg hota hai, but here in this case r is balanced by mg cos theta, so r is equal to mg cos theta. So Fk is equal to mu k mg cos theta. I have substitute r is equal to mg cos theta here, then Fk is equal to mu k mg cos theta. So if we put this value in P, we get P is equal to mg sine theta plus mg cos theta, and we can take common mg sine theta plus either into mu k. So sine theta plus mu k cos theta is the required value of P. So the force we need is P and its value is mg sine theta plus mu k cos theta. Since the force is P, the displacement or is S, that's why the work done W, work done in pulling the body through the distance S up the inclined plane. This is the work done in pulling or moving the body through distance S up the inclined plane. This is equal to, W is equal to force into distance, that means P into S. So W is equal to mg sine theta plus mu k cos theta into S. This is the required value of work done in the case when body is moving up on an inclined plane. Now the third case is when the body is moving down on an inclined plane. Let's see that. So now we are finding the work done in moving a body down an inclined plane. For that again we are considering a body of mass m, the weight mg acting downwards. Its components mg cos theta and mg sin theta are acting such that mg cos theta is perpendicular to the inclined plane and balances the normal reaction r, and mg sin theta down the inclined plane. So the first component mg cos theta is perpendicular to the inclined plane and is balances by the normal reaction capital R. The second component mg sin theta is down the inclined plane. Now the friction force Fk, right, the friction force Fk act up on this inclined plane, because we are trying to move it in downwards direction, the friction will act in upward direction. So Fk act up the inclined plane, and the applied force needed to just move the body down the inclined plane must be the difference of these two. This is downwards and this is upwards. So the difference of these two forces mg sin theta and Fk should be the value of P, then the body just starts to move down. Okay, so the force that we need to move this body down is the difference of these two. Means if this is 20 Newton and if this is 10 Newton, then 20 minus 10 will be the required force. So we have the force or the applied force needed to just move the body down the inclined plane, that must be P is equal to Fk minus mg sin theta. P is equal to Fk minus mg sin theta. So this is the difference of these two, right? We have to apply force. That means since we are applying force, that means the initially downward force was less than Fk. That's why the body was not coming down. But when we apply the force, so that force should be that much कि ये body downward motion करना start कर दे. Initially its force was not that enough कि ये फ्रिक्शन फोर्स को कवर कर पाए एंड बॉडी डाउनवर्ड मोशन कर पाए. सो एट दैट टाइम एफ के वॉज मोर देन एम जी साइन थीटा, but we have to apply the force P such that it is equal to the difference of these two forces. Now we know that Fk is equal to mu k r and r is balanced by mg cos theta. So Fk is equal to mu k mg cos theta. Now we have to substitute this value in above equation, then we get P is equal to mu k mg cos theta minus mg sin theta. We can take mg common and we get the answer of applied force, that is mg mu k cos theta minus sin theta. Now if the body moves a distance s, it slides downwards through a distance s, then the work done in sliding body down through distance s, that work done W is equal to P into S and it is equal to mg mu k cos theta minus sin theta. So this is the required work done. Now in the same case, if we increase this angle theta more than the value of angle of repose, so angle of repose is the minimum angle at which the body placed on the inclined plane starts sliding down, and if we make this angle theta more than the value of angle of repose, then this body will slide down automatically. We don't have to need to apply any other force. There is no need of applied force capital P to slide down this object or this body. That means if we make theta more than angle of repose, in that case the body come down automatically and we don't need the value P, but instead of that there is some acceleration acting downwards. Means in this case there will be no need of applied force, but the object is moving down with some acceleration, and now we are going to find that acceleration. So in this case again mg cos theta balances the normal reaction capital R, mg sin theta is acting downward, and if Fk is the kinetic friction, that is upward, so the net force acting down the plane, that net force that is acting down, this net force is actually equal to the difference of mg sin theta minus Fk. This time body is moving downwards automatically, that means the downward force mg sin theta, we are not applying any force, this force is not present in this case, and the body is moving downward automatically. That means the downward force is more than the upward force, okay, and the net force acting on the body is mg sin theta minus Fk. So this net force is F is equal to mg sin theta minus Fk, or we can write the value of Fk here, then we get mg sin theta minus mu k mg cos theta. But this net force according to second law of motion is equal to mass into acceleration. So if we put F is equal to, on left hand side F is equal to ma is equal to mg sin theta minus mu k mg cos theta. So by solving this equation, we can find this acceleration by which the body is moving downwards. So the acceleration we get will be, m will cancel out throughout the equation, and a will be g common sine theta minus mu k cos theta. So this is the acceleration of a body sliding down a rough inclined plane, but the condition for it is the angle of inclination should be more than the angle of repose, and the body is automatically coming down. There is no need to apply force for that. In that case, this acceleration a is equal to g sine theta minus mu k cos theta. So these were the three conditions or the cases in which we have find work done against the friction and the acceleration when the body is sliding down a rough inclined plane. That's it for the video. For further videos, stay tuned and keep studying. Thank you.